Hi, my name is Gabriela, and this is my final presentation for the workplace design of Campbell's soup. So what is workplace? Workplace is a communal space where employees get to interact with one another and perform particular tasks. And so a case study will be presented to give you an idea of how workplace design works. 4 common themes make up a workplace environment. All of these themes lead to a well-being atmosphere, and they are collaboration, productivity, creativity, and innovation. Collaboration is important because people learn new things. Productivity assists in building employee morale. Creativity allows for freedom and flexibility, and innovation improves people's lives. And there are 4 common colors found within the case study. They're beige, maroon, sage, and mustard yellow, and each of these colors give off a certain feeling, which beige is calm and neutral, maroon is determination and desire, sage is freshness and harmony, and mustard yellow is stimulation and brightness. And within a workplace environment, you'll find certain personality types, which are architect, entrepreneur, logistician, entertainer, and commander. All of these colors relate to the type of personality. And so here's the case study. It is Alma Creative Club. It was designed by Thaman Vidgard in Stockholm, Sweden in the year of 2017. The spaces highlighted show where certain personality types will mainly thrive in, and depending on how big or small the space is, it'll show how much of that personality type will spend most of their time there. And so a dominant issue is noticing that there aren't an equal amount of spaces per personality type, but a solution to that for future design is knowing that there is an equal amount of space for all types to work in. Let's analyze the site now. The sun path is a crucial factor once it comes to the design because during the summer months, the sun will be so high that it won't enter the building, as opposed to the winter months where it'll reach 62 feet inside. The views are also important because on some angles, you'll get buildings, and on others, you'll get the airport and the lagoon. So that's important once it comes to deciding where furniture should go. The structure, as you can see, it is a steel structural system made of vertical columns and concrete construction, and there's also an entire curtain wall on one side. So it is gridded due to the columns, so that will be important once implementing it into the design. So the dominant issues are sunlight, noise, and structure. Sunlight due to glare and gain, noise due to the highways and airport, and structure because columns cannot be touched. But those can be solved by implementing desks so that the glare and gain aren't affecting employees, adding certain materials to absorb sound, and utilizing the columns within the space rather than getting rid of them. And here is the client analysis, which is Campbell's Soup Company. In 1869, Campbell's was founded by Joseph Campbell and Abraham Anderson in Camden, New Jersey. By the year 1911, they finally reached national distribution and founded their headquarters in 1957. In 1962, Andy Warhol painted his first Campbell's soup can, and by 2011, they redesigned their can to fit modern society. Campbell's wishes for authenticity, and they believe in providing their consumers with options once it comes to their products. The red and white can was inspired by a Cornell Penn football game in 1898, and the medallion adorned on the front was gifted to them from the Paris exhibition in 1900. Andy Warhol was a pop artist not only known for his exuberant pieces, but was known for his Campbell's painting. He was known to eat Campbell's every single day for 20 years because he found solace and comfort in it. As of today, there are 2 CEOs, Mark Klaus and Denise Morrison, and Bennett Dorrance, who is the company founder grandson. The programs in the headquarters are a soup bar, a vegetable and flower garden, and an innovative training center for employees. In the year of 2012, Campbell's Soup Company set a goal to efficiently reduce GHG emissions and to lean more towards a sustainable design. So The design will reflect the company's history and an overall nostalgic feeling as Campbell's has from the beginning. Here we have the program analysis. The main focus is to ensure that all employees receive equal experiences throughout the design, and by doing so, an office environment needs to be produced that encourages comfort and nostalgia, while also ensuring that sustainable materials are used throughout. A program also needs to be offered for all members of each department to go about every space freely. The initial brand image also needs to be preserved, as well as provide creative spaces that are both collaborative and private for the users. A goal is to essentially create spaces that are equal for all. A dominant feature includes the lobby and waiting area, marketing, sales, executive suite, and human resources. And a crucial aspect of the design will include large huddle rooms and collaboration spaces. And so here is the primary adjacency of how those spaces and departments will be laid out. It is divided between the innovative division and the operational division. And so for the innovative division, each space is laid out with its proper room, as well as the operational division. Now onto the design concept. The overall focus of the concept will encompass different elements that meet to provide a comforting idea, how the employees must feel when occupying the workplace design. They should feel a sense of nostalgia and comfort when both entering and occupying the workspace. It will not only promote the warmth in which Campbell's entails, but provide spaces that will encourage users to feel free to be themselves and create while not feeling as if they're left out. And here's the concept statement. A concoction of different ingredients is where a sense of comfort is found. Nothing brings memories to life more than the nostalgic taste of a simmering pot of soup meeting the lips of an artist of a new era, of a new form. The preservation of the past, of the warmth, molds itself to present and hold the new, to where they eventually find a middle ground. And so the hands holding the blanket and the old ad represents the old and holding the warmth and the comfort. But it molds itself, which is the ad holding the red circle, which is the lips of an artist, a new form, a new, bright, and organic form. The content model is a hard shell, preserving the comfort and nostalgic materials, which then molds to meet the new, organic forms. And finally, space planning will be presented. Here we have level 2, which is mainly occupied by the innovative division. The usage of curvilinear and linear shapes is peppered throughout the plan, which reveals a mixture between old and new forms. On the upper right-hand corner, we have the lobby and waiting, which is also where the main entrance is. Employees are the only ones who have access to go straight, and others can go towards the left where the soup bar and cafe are. Towards the left of that, there is a ramp that leads up to a 2-foot platform where lies the human resources, quality assurance, and marketing departments, and more private spaces such as a sunken huddle room into that platform. If you continue to go down the steps next to the huddle room, that's where you'll meet the sales department, and then towards the right of that, there is a large conference. This is the reflected ceiling plan for level 2. As shown, the recessed cans can be found throughout majority of the space. There are also 4-inch or 8-inch pendants that act as accent lights. The linear LED pendants help lighting up most of the working spaces, and then the Giselle LED can be found in the more private or the manager spaces. On level 3 is the operational division, which is also a more private space. The lobby and waiting area on the upper right-hand corner is right above the lobby and waiting of level 2. And then there is a hallway that leads towards the remaining departments, which are accounting, purchasing, operations, and IT. And then moving towards the left, there is a medium conference and another sunken 2-foot huddle room. And then towards the upper left-hand corner, we have the executive spaces, which are more private. Here is the RCP for level 3. As mentioned before, the recessed can is found throughout most of the space, along with a couple of 4-inch or 8-inch pendants, as well as linear pendants that actually help lighting up most of the working spaces, and then the Giselle LED. This is me just showing, and here is just a concept board showcasing different materials and in an aesthetic in which the design will entail. This is me just showing a few of my thought processes and sketches that helped me develop my design. And here is an axonometric of the entire space. Let's get in. Here is a longitudinal section, a transversal section, and here is the main entrance of the space, Campbells. Here's the lobby and an overview of the cafe, as well as the soup bar. And these are just some common materials you'll find in that area. Here's the large conference, the focus space, the sales collab, a huddle space, the HR and marketing managers' offices, the HR and marketing as well as the printing and collating space. Here's the IT and operations managers on the second floor, the medium conference space on the second floor, and here's the exit with Andy Warhol's painting. And this is just a view that I love. With the soup, you're always at home. Thank you. And that is my final presentation.